Hi kids. Alrighty, we're up to 5D, multiplying and dividing terms. So again, copy down those notes please. Excellent. Alright, so remember last lesson when we were adding and subtracting terms? What was the key rule? The key rule there was you can only add and subtract like terms. They must be like terms. This time we're multiplying terms and dividing, and the key is you do not need like terms to do this. So you can multiply any terms you like together. So let's have a look here, everyone. So, examples, A times B. We've already done this. Remember, you write it without the time symbol, so the answer is just AB. They're not like terms, but it doesn't matter. You don't need like terms. Next one, 3 times A times B times B. They're times, by the way. So the answer here is just 3A, and B times B is B squared. Don't write BB, that looks silly. So it's 3AB squared. Generally speaking, in mathematics, the convention is we put the number at the front and then we put them in alphabetical order. Try that if you can. If you've got it in the wrong order, you are not wrong, but it just looks silly, and try to do it in the right order. Okay, next one, 4A times 5B. So here all we have to do is multiply the numbers first. 4 times 5 is 20. And then A times B is AB. So the answer is 20AB. So keep it simple. Multiply the numbers first and then the letters, and you're done. Easy peasy. Let's look at this next complicated one. So again, remember what I said. Do the numbers first. So 3 times 2 is 6. Then we'll start off in alphabetical order. A's. A times A squared. A times A squared is A cubed. So A cubed. And then we'll go along. There's a B and there's a C. Okay, so it's just single B by itself. And then there's a single C by itself. So the answer is 6. 3 times 2 is 6. A times A squared is A cubed. And there's a B and a C, so you write BC there. And there's your answer. And I've got a little note down here. Note 3 times A times B is the same as B times A times 3. Remember, the order doesn't matter. It's still going to be the same overall answer. However, in mathematical, the convention is we do it numbers first and then in alphabetical order. Alrighty. So that's multiplying done. Good job, everyone. Now we're doing dividing. So when you're dividing, you can cancel. Just like we've done in Year 7, you look for a common factor. So something on the top is the same on the bottom. So 4 is a factor of 4 and 4 is a factor of 12. So really what we're doing is dividing both these numbers by 4. So 4 goes into 4 once and 4 goes into 12 3 times. So now on the top line we've just got 1 times A. I'm not going to write the 1, it's just A. And on the bottom line we've got 3B. And there's our answer, everyone. We've simplified that fraction. The answer is A over 3B. Alrighty, next one. 15, let's look at the number first. 15 and 25. 5 is a factor. You have to know your times tables. 5 goes into 15 3 times. 5 goes into 25 5 times. And is there anything else that's common on the top and the bottom? I can see an A there and an A there. So I'm going to cancel those A's. And technically, we can cross them out, but technically you're left with 1s, but the 1's not going to affect anything. So now we've finished, there's a B and a C. So on the top line, we've got a 3 and a B. So we've got 3B. And on the bottom line, we've got 5 times C. So 5C. And that's it. It's pretty simple, hey? Alrighty, let's look at this really complicated one. Let's look at the numbers. Keep it simple, everyone. Do it step by step. Look at the numbers first. 24 and 18. I know 6 is the highest common factor that goes into both of those. 6 goes into 24 4 times. 6 goes into 18 3 times. That was easy. Now let's look at the A term. There's a single A on the top and an A squared on the bottom. So this A can cancel with one of the A's there because A squared means A times A. So technically there's 2 A's there. We cross that out and we're left with 1A because one of those A's from the bottom cancels with that A on the top. Let's have a look. There's a B there, but there's no B to cancel it with. There's a C and a C squared. Again, I'm going to cancel that C, and that c squared is just going to be a single c. And a d is on the top and bottom, so those two can cancel. They've gone. So now let's have a look at what we've got left. We've got a 4 and a c, so 4c on the top line. And on the bottom line we've got a 3 and an a, 3a. So all that stuff cancelled, and we're just left with 4c over 3a. Oh, sorry. Thank you, little Johnny in the back. I didn't see that one there. Be careful there. There's a B. So thank you, 3A, and there's a B there. Thanks, Johnny. And so make sure you write the 3B. So it's 3AB on the bottom line. Good job. Thanks, Johnny. You get a chocolate after. And let's go to the last one here. We've got 7 and 21. The 7 cancels with 7, goes into 7 once. 7 goes into 21 3 times. Now there's an A on the top and an A on the bottom. So technically when they cancel, you're left with 1s. Now this is kind of important here, because let's do the bottom line first. On the bottom we've got 3b, so we write down 3b. And on the top line, some people say, well, there's nothing left because we've cancelled those. And some people write 0. That is totally incorrect. Technically you're left with 1. So 1 times 1 is 1. So if everything cancels on the top line, you must write a 1 there. Otherwise it looks completely silly and it's incorrect. So 1 over 3b. Okay, hopefully you're okay with that. Let's move on to our last question. Write an expression for the area of this shape. So hopefully you know the area of a rectangle is length times width. So all you have to do is the same process. Write down what the length and the width is. The length is 4b times by the width, which is 3a. So now we work it out together. 4 times 3 is 12, and b times a, or ab, so it's a times b. So it's 12ab is our answer. And if it had centimetres there, you could write centimetres squared. But don't write it next to that, because then if you do, I'll show you what I mean, centimetres squared. Now the answer looks like 12abcm squared, because it's algebra. So if it does have units, yes, technically you're supposed to write the units, but leave a big gap and then write centimetres squared there. But in this case I haven't put any units anyway. So good job everyone, hopefully you understand all that. Here's our exercise 5D, page 305. I want you to do 1 to 6 every second, and 7 to 9 you can try all of those. Excellent guys, I'll see you soon. Bye.